West Africa Gas Pipeline Company so adiaba trust and I watch me no see ananka wababa ya makania dunduma shase no one matwe adiakwanim
observe dum so ya NDC mraspe geni owo mraspe gefima de se wo bongo abaton pesua so asrega na force yenya abotre na ban no guso ye ntutu ya dum so de ye ne naton kwanta paya ensa so emabiewu
Institute of Energy Security so de atoyera John Ginapo ne mo trust Sanya yera John Dramani Mahama bonni na Ghana for so awon mu gidie mapa no wanhwa pa na wama Ghana for ensensifo
awia isu ya dembe ko ye senior high school sahudo no mabusua se de beto dwase ye manu a wo mo eko free SHS ya fi no ebe din so mbenya aduane adie no atete se mampani dada Nana Danko Akufo ado aban no e de krata aba bonte se sika ene nuane a na wo so mo todigu nkwala no ho no omo to ni nyina gu ho nti o mo nwa se NDC aban yi ebe kakasansa no de a kire o man yi
afa enough Tom Rasheva Johnny Yero Samuel Okuja to abla kwan so de aba trose oral committee ya mampanyina tie no one makruche one mankrata nyina fan kata hye ho a enche mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ne nsabeka
abuzanfo we ni afoforo pinu an ya keke se ne se kase aba bia wo bia na wie ye ba na yede ababesom wo yemfa seda ema enyimeku akese
21st clinic woman asiatica yade na won mutu ase afeithwe herbal center woman de tiwe ko capsules aba mizo and 5G so yadamo se a ensada enyimeku we na adoma so yasene yadamu live Facebook na fe YouTube no aso enafia wie so asomfo banu ana yatena se akosia aje wo kwade boaten ne medin
Nana ya bo amalibi aboga
ensemni
abuzanfo yemfa ensemna nhyase yemfiri dum so a na Ghana fo yensuru mu dwa yen kese ye kokete so a yentimi na adane adwendwen da ye so se esa so yi niti bio ewo mayimo na samaka hye nso a ye NDC mraspe gani owo mraspe gefie ma dese a ewo ya pekusogu abaton pesua so yera John Abdullah Ginapo na nanu a ye ya amamre ne amane ya mampani John Dramani Mahama esoye no wona nsɛmtwefo kodi nkomokoti ansɛmtwefo na so se security amponyankrompon base ya domo a ohatam no nkumachi ototurbo nso tonso ba wia se wamfa fie no kofa fikyira dum so a eba no ebechen de Ghana ye hunu nyina ne nyina eye efom ngo a kese ho akwa atwe setete wo no mobile pad ya mayi a petro ni diesel ya na nka wo se mampani dada Nana Danko Akufo ado aban no etodi sum ho no mo edi jama mampani John Dramani Mahama aban no wono mo anyo nti ekobasa no a na kese dum so no na bebo so mienu de o mayi ye befamu and am so mampani John Dramani Mahama o so wie ya eda dika wo se adwuma se no wo hwe se wone eye omomu wo twaka e wo mayi ho ne ne ho nsensem nyina ebekwa kosia no matoto adwene so adwene e de afasa ensem no ho na eno na NDC mraspe gani owo mraspe gefie ma de se wo bongo abaton pesua so yewra Edward Bawa esre Ganafo na obo Ganafo no ho ba se dum so no de ene na tonkwanta payo mizrimfo a yehu omo ne no enya de ebehu omo ebio dum so yetwamu no de na gese yetwamu emfa ho ne de ebesie emfa ho ne ebeba emfa ho ne ebekeka bomu mampani John Dramani Mahama bai no aye de wo so ye bia enkane ne begina so kirebe se subontimu kokwa enframa fa se dey inso to se dey awia bo se dey a yebenya nkane a ede adwuma honorable Edward Bawa ne nsem anie.
His Excellency has directed the technical committee to do whatever is possible to ensure that doesn't happen. And that is the mandate that has been given to the 12-member government. The postponement of the maintenance from January 20th to February 3 is not fully confirmed. It was one of the things discussed. I mean, even in your clip, you will hear the representative of WAPO indicating that they were still talking to the vendor to see whether that was a possibility. As I speak to you now, we do not have formal communication from WAPO indicating that actually they have postponed it to the 3rd. But as part of our strategy, it is one of the things we are looking at. Whilst we do the requisition for the importation of food as an alternative fuel, we are also working to see whether there's a possibility of giving us that 2 weeks briefing space to be able to prepare properly. With the, if they give us the 2 weeks, it still doesn't help us. Like, I use the word, it still doesn't take out the threat. The threat is still there. Why do I say so? Assuming that just today we have the money that we send to what they call it, to Nigeria, which is the group asking for crude, it will take us between 15 and 20 days minimum to be able to get the product, and possibly even 30 to 35 days the maximum. There's a fault on the pipeline that may also involve some expense.
Abzafo nti woye kane mrasbe dwani ana wo mrasbe yefima de se wo bongo abaton pesu aso no abo Edward Bawan yete ne nkese sei ba somku a mampani John Dramani Mahama apawo so mo entenase na omonye ne ometime bia mankane ana gina so no se ku no dimu ntintiman ana ne nsamtwefo di nkoma wo boya no ba se dum so no de enya de besa so eyiniti bi opo ne pese aba.
Na wasakani adundum ya huono ana West Africa Gas Pipeline Company ye twantia kan se wapko wamodo manu atumu etrese na watwem ye no siesia na nka womu ba be yesi ho na waye dia for ma Ghana gas pipelines ne ho no won ma twe dia kwa ni mu kakra na won mu kire se were nyina no aya na motu osonko a ama wom de agu akwa mo sanse ne wom ahunu se ne dumso ya mena Ghana for pa na se kwaba se won de siesia ma pa no hyase ena ne kire ya da nneoma be ha adwene ansha na kane no adundum akonanim yie eno ena kan bi amanei won ma twe akwa ni mu ahwese ne be ye na kane na betimi agina na so kakra Ghana for betumi de aye adwuma na afenso nneoma enkonkote nkamu panyi payo kasa de ma wapko aye Dr. Isaac Ajay Doku wano na nsantrofo edi nkoma ensem wati sei ochemu chweye
Nigeria at Ghana. We feel the last time I year, January, last time I year, maintenance. We feel as the paper pipe with and then here and so they saying, put through the pipe, your pipe in why you put money to me, I will to my answer, and they pipe, no, and one to not because when you say gas, where if you grass, you gas, not gas, yeah, it's me and my something prayer. It is the gas, a pipeline is almost 700 kilometers from Nigeria to Ghana. The idea is a compact into a major 5 years ago, your year maintenance, they will find you a pipeline in 1 year with the wrong area pipeline. Not that the formity the two one now, the gas, the air pipeline in the fire, going to be interesting.
Okay.
Into necessary. One more analyze it, one more share data, collect in the mine, one more put of the mine, yes, means that the formit is not you, the weather, so one more year pipeline, yeah, now, pipeline, into more and if in the last year, I buy another children, so you're my woman break, so I mean, I'm well, crude oil on the way. Your sound for one almost share nonsense. You miss me actually out to January, that the okay, you're better January, for I'm not feeling also, as I said, it is from last year, now she share of what that just said in January. My name is Nadia, my issue is you can buy this side, you can buy no, you can know water. Crude oil, if you say your maintenance now, your 2 pipes, then your gas and cost. So if you need to go out and generate that, into some then your maintenance, so there for some let's say power plant network, we are now crude oil, which will generate power. Now that's about 3 gas, when we say crude oil, into shot, generate maintenance, that's a shot. Yes, one Tuesday and our mobile power. In fact, just one more campaign, you know, just one the other crude oil. Now, that pain is in the one 18 town. Yes, contract, year back in the fact is here that that's 25 contracts with that. Into a now, one way anyone part-time contract. Anyone paper to think for a shit. So, one week near my head, 1 week need to make a clam my head. So, you're Nyama Aban and Mera wanted to be a actor. Kuada Bushia with excellence, the private office, so business media ni bebree paa na ọkọ no mpẹbiri of the two dwa yẹn sẹ ọmọ yẹn ni adi nti ẹsẹ yẹ si na ẹkyerẹ sẹ yẹn ní pọpọ na wọn bẹ yẹ training no wọn bẹ siesie pipe no yẹn ní ẹnu eti na wọn kyerẹ sẹ wọn.
I was sure where a customer for the West Africa Gas Pipeline Company. Ora Isaac Ej Duku.
Yamfamo enfri dumso no mu enda fe yamfamo komampeni John Dramani Mahama natna yena edra ene beto dwase mampeni John Dramani Mahama gonja de sekonkra wate jatangma so pro soro wedi ani abrewa bia ene matutu pa professor Makarfreni John Maheni wo de krata akwakọ bomra sebejafo amane se ewrado mu yense bi se Ghana mra sebejafo no doso wunum na ejomo fefi o mu nsem ne fini kikawa bia ni wo mu ho a wo mo anyi wo mu ntumu manwe no mo emeboa no wona bem se asoafo na se ewrado mu yensa mampeni John Dramani Mahama kobo parliament yamane se omunyi wo mu ntum na omo emeboa no wona bem se asoafo no emu baako ene Dr. Kessel Atoba Forsen woye NDC mrasbejania owo mrasbejefie ma de hye wo adwuma ko enye ne sima baton pesia so ewo mfimfi mantam na okom mrasbejefie mu a na edom kese sesei ewo mrasbejefie mu no wona ne ye kandifo a na odi wo manim se majority leader na Dr. Kessel Atoba Forsen a mampani John Dramani Mahama bonidin se mrasbejafo gini tumu a ome soafo be sikasam ene ne ntoto so ewo na bam no na Ghana adwadifo nyina ebo mampani John Dramani Mahama basuo se ora Dr. Kessel Atoba Forsen no osefata owusue hunu wonim dia se mrasbejafo gini tum ema ne bekuta dibrese soafo a obehe o maisi kasam ne ntoto so a ebeboa pa ama maisi kasam afa ne ntuma papa ede efra ora Joseph Obey na eye pani kwankyerefo a oda Ghana adwadifo nyina ekuba tan egutaku no ano ne nsem a ode tudwane
Indeed, is a man penny winning Nasuafo, and winning Obia capacity, obit me the Dicano, you or man penny and Casa, no trace or no, you know. And you're tossing you, it was a 2 force and Dr. 2 force and Casanos, why you had the team minister, administration. The same ministry and Sompa and if you are Belmont, so no, the finance committee, so no, we do more plan. And the notion is idea, let's say, experience, Edumana obey. Now, yeah, the usual is the way to stabilize the local currency, the position of the city, a higher a CAG to acquire it me stabilize the currency, and then a higher no, it Mr. Blazer, and it me bringing down inflation, the interest rate, and so on. But from there, and only for businesses, it me, it tumpo. Nothing, taxes are who no, Yakase, a bull, those are the loan streamline, your tax system, no, tax system, no, it's simplified and affordable. So they are. Cost of doing business and also no go for you to tier and you be and that young man now I'm competitive in the sub region. Yeah, so the usual was about Dr. Open Door policy. Now when you regular consultations with this, so say in the past, you know, so many administration and government, you know, say be a technocrats, few technocrats, a policy be now over the being pushed here to say that is be a MY crowd and they are say so. They will know say policy be crowned now we consultation with stakeholders. The consensus here, dialogue, near TSA, then we all the policy together. And not the BMA, I don't know, a year to until the ancient firms on here, obey open door policy, while you regular consultations with this. In the meantime, the say Africa all the settled now, continue processes.
Nti we Dr. Joseph Obey and yetene nke wona Ghana Union of Traders eku no Ghana adwadifo nyina ekuba tan no oda o man no as a president na obo mampani John Dramani Mahama baso no
Institute of Energy Security wamo sodia basobodia shonko akwadi ya mama mpanyin John Dramani Mahama ewansi ya shonko washasia wade aya juma na wayi na soafo awodo ya wombedi womayi eso na wachemo safa na nyina mahwade no so no enai yero John Dramani Mahama achepa se wo mabu ni mu gidia yero John Abdullahi Jinapo en waboni din se nyame ya dom na dosodoso kuo no totona no na warmo hwe ne muduro ne na sebebo anko ade a Baba yo soafo obehwe my Ghana nyina mahode no enwo ensam suo na executive director ye wode koya no ayo nana mwasi ye wotoso enso anade tudwa atrasa ye John Abdullahi Jinapo se wo hwe mo papa no we maburu pa ya atrasa mojamono na gina ne mu a waka se wo ye adwuma no obetuma ya amana boro suo nam so nti wo sere se wo no mama begum babu na nimu ase wọ́n fancy ya nya dwuma na afenso so no warase obeteki drastic decision na asa ne hyehye awodo nyina yo de ba ya dwuma no ebetumi beboa oma Ghana ama oma nyina mahode no sane ya tete aprapansam no ebesan so asore agina ne naso bio
omanpenyo de kaya bona about the one twin na no way minister I think this is a very this is a young man just about 45 years for omanpenyo onya gizi wo Ababuna with the bay and field, a Janayan woman, it gave us some comfort there. Knowing what Ghana in the boon today, about one was solve a money problem. And I think the youth of Ghana are grateful. The moment, all the self now way enjoying all the support in Ghana for youth. Or you may soon be the man, so for 4 years to do so, then you. Now you did take a buying. But the person of John Jonapo, why him the why a deputy minister pen, and your current share 9. Why a ranking member of energy in February and 9 and number 2 our check. I think that all those were friends and learning experience and on an advantage probably over others and now they on an advantage are able to mother solve problems they are in the problems or just check. Now what a few of those today come I do 20% of the problems we have in pool. And so it means that ye hear so far or see or one say or be man and we believe that John Jinapo experience the way and in the past and so another boy used to that or by guidance why you mapa more a tune sooner day and an answer stakeholder involvement and committee present here at least what set with a friend that kind be that so for as Osiapu Obaban so per day onya answers to the problem quickly or your broader stakeholder engagement.
I was your executive director of the Institute of Energy Security. Nana mwesi ya watoso enso.
Yeguso ade mu omampani John Dramani Mahama soafo wa hyase eyi omo kakra ne sope bunu toto enkakra ya na asoafo a wopa wonu manura miensa odi omuden koma omayimra asebejafo se mrasebejafo no tenase doso wunum ne fine kekawa bia ni wo mo ho a omo anye omo ntum no meboa no wabam sa asoafo no a ene opani bia mra bia atwam na oye soafo a no hye apedie ene adwuma ye ho nsensem wo NDC penso yera Austin Game papa ye obi a eba na apedie ne ho nsensem a wabene mu pa okase mpunu okase nhye a enya asem ketwa na odi atugwa sesa akrachefo miensen a mampene John Dramani Mahama apa wonum a womo ekomra sebejafiem amamra sebejafo na doso wonum no maje omato omo makwakoye adwuma no wose omo se fata pa na ogidie soronko e wo sa amrante kwa miensen ne mo se omo ebeye adwuma de omo ni pedua omo kra abafode amman no afa no ntuma papa bi e de efra ora Austin Game.
These are well-known people to most of us, indeed myself, and I think that this is a masterstroke delivered by the president to enable him fulfill the kind of public understanding he has. I want to use simple words that will bring understanding to everybody. To bring understanding to the Ghanaian people that these are people you'll be relying on to work together with the entire public to bring about results as quickly as possible. especially in shaping up its 24-hour economy. So I think that is appropriate. They are the real people with the knowledge, with the skill, with the understanding, and the sensibility of the country is fully in their grips. You need people with a certain depth of knowledge. You need people with a certain ability to add value to what you want to do. And the three people, if you take finance as one of them, John, popularly known as JJ, and Dr. Ayeni, they are experts in their own rights. They are very visible in their field of work. And they are people who work with other stakeholders. And in this kind of a situation, you cannot but have the best. And that is exactly what is the case now. You have no choice than to describe it as a master stroke. And they need our backing, our prayers to be able to deliver.
Observe to way a Austin Game any attaining can maybe a chamu na oye swafwa na osha pedi any a Jumaya Hunson Cemetery Employment and Social Welfare Minister Ewo Mampeni Dada JJ Rollins de Baya. Ebisi atamlese no nyina penso okutekuta dibre pi na nei wache se mrante kwa biensa mampeni John Dramani mama pawunum se omesom no wabamu no onimrante ne pa onim so mo ntutu o madwuma ase na ogide wa rehemu so mo kososo no wo mo edisa ahode no ebekwa kobo mampeni John mama e wona bemu
Abusiafaya Kongumesiamu na anchae na Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. Wamadaba to ja asra wofoni abatani ahwefo se. Sene ne free senior ha no won se ne ade ase bia kwakoye ne wom sa aban ne ye no fam de na so no afa ne nuane won sam no so na aban ne bra wo baabi pa. Na so ntina ahwefo no nya bi mfamoa na enuane won sam no so ka abatan no won mo fa kakra na won mo fa emu aban no. Aka wo bi ama PTA, Woman National Council, Panyapa, your church, or the Mawamo, or Rafael Gamson, and some truck for Akasa, and a Panyapa, Chamusa. Nanka woman in pa, said Dana Daniel and a bad time, dear, only you must say yes a bad time, and found a free senior higher honum, Nasa Bibia near. I don't know, and they, and Panyan for mamma near, woman from which you would do. Now one when you now conquer and send for Wama Jenema, now friends with Sikabot and a banner dear bar. Whatever enkodano enu ane wo bra no wo mo fan to dwa mo bia hunu bi na mo wo ka se duane ni wo wabra wo mo hu nuane pote ni sika bote na da wono mo dia anya dia mpanyifo so ebetena se atwe sebe duane samo schools ne nkoyi ya we se sika samo schools ne nkoyi ana ya akura ya na ya so ma se ayi ade ne apebe ade na no asesa akodum pempe so ya babe ana akabe tri ya tie Sompa aban be free akonya so na mo tro letter 2022 and 2021 ekere ensema aban aka wonti ndi so ama kaburuja ababeku ha mo ya wo hwenye yi nti se aban no ampeska ama anaso wa insa kada na free wa ebe de se school no beti mawrani ananya sa pepepe anya sa ya na sa na ame na mo bi o mata na ka che se aban na se waye bibia ma yema yankora na mbra school anya sebe do baby na yanka no kora head teachers teacher for ene omo ya ba adwuma nyina no ma na omo adwuma omo ya anya ya awofo na omo adwuma so omo ya pai sa pepepe ti se me ba anko school teacher no adwuma ye head teacher obi be school mai no be mo pa so me bo so mo eso so ka na sama te be classroom say yema anko na be school ya fa aduane ema anko na mo mbra anko na be school de bia mo bo aduane mo fa anko aban kwa na feed kwa na wo school sunu mana uko school no o ma me no papa na uko school no aya omo ma support e fa nka di aban de ma asesa enti asema na omo ka kire no amu fu kakra mai na I do bia omo nja sa anya asum no ma wo political heads no bishop administrators no so by pone na ye de te wo no isi na ka na Ghana na do be bi edu enti sa me ka sa nya me ya na me dwo ka me nti ase okay e fa bi be support di na omo Obat makache de aban dia ba. Eba ne se no mo bi school so. Eba ne se no mo ka se. Bia ko me ma yakora na school ke bia anka bia sebe
I Juma, and if I'm going to come with them, that's what I say. I say a public education sector. And no, we are Kawa, Omudi, Apuri, and the chair, Yamanachi. I don't know how for Yam shares. Yamma, we are about the 2 young moment.
Yani, show him.
I can't tell about it with their mother. And I wouldn't say that. So, you are buying a shop. Sabosh Asambawa, Yakawasa, Yadoka, American United States, one Casano, Motivono, or more reduce our office into a political entity, or Abai, Chemuno, I remote to one Mazino, or Macassan can be in schools near Anna, and other source they are the schools. There's also somebody and also the American schools in India. I don't look at the schools they are by the PTA for their schools now, community also, or secretary, Kumasi Senior High. Any GB of it will be a school be a committee count. You got no schools to do so. You got no board meetings. I got no other service. You have a tea by the above. Yet, you said the area and now, I almost see a farm account. Yeah, no more 1% in that account because we must begin from somewhere. We must begin from somewhere. We cannot start from ground. Let me provide the breakfast. Like the management let the news schools to know about it also. You know, I'm not
I was your way. I pity a National Council upon your prior church or the Mawana Mora Raphael Gamson.
Yeguswa de mo ngomasua honsen sem ya ne ye manual wo mo ko secondary school eduru baby na headmasters ne ka kire se yenka betie yenwo fufuo yenka banku emutuo de ehuo nyina yemfa bi ma ye manu no mo mfa mra school na nyesa ene ye kom na ebekum nkwada no efise sika awosa aban de bre wunum anase nuane awosa aban de bre headmasters no ema mo no am ye mani die titru ene wo mo boarding house no ne ade no enuane ne mai agise uja oba ne kwaya mana aba school mo no ba beda boarding house wa na ne waka banku anase bia de ehuo bi sa no waka bi di ama no ana betie ni mutuo nom ene fufuo kra se no obi di ama akwala no na ne odi aba betena school mo no ko sisa aban ede enuane ebebre wunum na eba e na nipa pi no a ebo eye mampani dada na na dodan kwa kufo ne na ban no esobo se no munim pa se aban we ya ebei so how say no mbehia ade no man nidwa ade no man tuto nuane ni bi ama headmasters na nsana so mbesori afri aban mu akwa wo mo asori akọ eno no wura kosi kwaten a na anu ya na atena ye hwe o mayi ngomasua ho nsensem na ohwe amansa di nkomo ede ema wonu mo ekire se he sike bia na wo se mampani dada na do danko akufo ado aban no edija bia no wo mo edija ya aban we no a ena mo mpade do anim ahwentina wo mo ahwe ne kirama sa wo ha we sori no o se so ha ni waka be 150 million Ghana cedis die mampani akufo ado mampani dada akufo ado na ban no etwa de to honum si emfa nidwa entoto mo ni anwane yesikire ene melek no mo nkoma nkoda na ba we no a ena waye nhwe ha masa wo ha no abahwe no bia amfa sobo ankoba akufo ado ne na ban.
To the fact that prior to the election there were enough food. It is even the more reason why even from 7 to 19 students were still in school and there were enough food. And of course, even before we left, just last week, an amount of 150 million Ghana cedis. But you see me, what? The most important point that we have to reiterate is that yes, we may have, it is possible, just like, there's a common phenomenon. We have some challenges within the food supply chain. But, the deliberate fear and panic that is being orchestrated by Charles for me is something that I believe that it should be measured. Because I do not agree that it is a case that all 18 food items are not in schools. I really do not agree. But, whichever way we find ourselves in this situation, and I can say that before we left yesterday, I am not able to say, there were enough supplies in all schools, but what I can say is that the food that were available was to be able to at least sustain them for a week or two. That has always been the practice until subsequent distribution is made to the school.
Observanti we enrebi atwamu na anu ya MPP abaya ekokogu ye pani ana ohwani amansa di nkomoma wunum ewo enwomasu atena ye ora akwasi kwaten ena yete nengen
so ye ka se ora committee wo so go so da bo adwuma pa se wo no mo nam kana cheche kwa adi o ma Ghana sika wa bra man mra no ama ho sa no safo no nyina no Ghana mamra betumi ne one more decent yesana fata na North Tom Rashebejani Yera Samuel wakuje to ablakwa ne Ghana de shedi nkomo de afa ho achiro mu se ne one more kruche ho nkrata nyina na wode akwa akoma ampanyi John Dramani Mahama se ne be no obehwem na ye urade na nyame ya dum atoni je no afoforo yi a wo ba betena konya hwi wanya betena so na se ne dwumadie wa sha ase sa aforo nyina no wa nkogina mara no na mara ne one more die wada sanse we nyina to dwa ebra na ayamra Shebejani ya sebere one ma say yin foforo awasu jaman owura Thomas Ampemnyako na woda ne twedi ampon ase say one mokoto aba no o masanso yi ne biu.
We are conscious of the fact that expectations are very high. The Ghanaian people have reposed a lot of confidence in President Mahama to recover all loot. At this point, we are only carrying out the preparatory work to make sure that a lot of the loot, which you know I have been working on in Parliament, the Auditor General has been reporting on, civil society organizations, investigative journalists have been talking about. Now is the time to put all of that together and make sure that no loot escapes the radar, so that all of the looting, the state capture that has gone on, it is well captured, well documented, and handed over to the next Attorney General. So I can assure the Ghanaian people that we will carry out our mandate as we have done so far, with diligence, with integrity, and I can assure you that if you look at the gravitas, the pedigree, the credibility of the members of the oral team, we will never allow ourselves to be compromised. I make a pledge to you that we will not become looters or people who aid and abet. We have a no-nonsense attitude towards Operation Recover All Loot. And so far, we are achieving a lot. But we will not disclose the nature of our achievements until we have presented our report to His Excellency the President. When we present our report, at that presentation, the Ghanaian people will see the tremendous work that has gone on and the extent of the loot and how all of us collectively have worked successfully to make sure that the evidence is put together, is coordinated to make sure that our Attorney General and our institutions help us to recover these loots. So, as for accountability, all of us, and this must serve as a deterrent. Those of us who are coming to power now, we must also be learning lessons. Remember to keep your hands off what does not belong to you. What is for the people must remain for the people. That is the principle. And when you see President Mahama demonstrate that he will not tolerate lootocracy, when you come into his government, you make sure that you avoid lootocracy, you avoid kleptocracy.
I was aware you are Samuel Kuja Tabla Quanon of Tom Rashebejani. Through Herbal Center, and I can for the Amawa, when you have been Toria na Waquantum. Society Coconia, I am Timo Drupa, and no. Colina Kerba, Danny Herba, Misty, Epidank, and Yayawood told no Quabisa, was open through Herbal Center, no power Modiaba. What to do is a 3 o'clock capsules no 0546 107 107 05 46 107 107 Mizo and 5G Yadamwasian Sada. Wababy ada unyanya binto na so akope bi ato wate hwe overseas junction e wonnom ne do so pombanya bi ne wato 21st clinic ni where sciatica expert to asentini atwenwade aba na amramu amemu hyehye wana kwai na 21st phone show Kumasi hwe overseas junction womo ben Alpha Radio bo second quarters Accra Dome Market Sunyan Nkranza Afeita Chiman ana 0540311311 05 40311 yejina Sonia Dan hotel yaba ne akachi no yedebeto so
21st clinic yes sciatica expert sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu oto ase ka wo se dwe wo srem wo je ho ba bia enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma gye no Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketewa wo ji international awards ahodo wo ji local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia gye 21st clinic nkoa wo mu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama ade ba ko a wo ma gidi wo mu pa no eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ni hypertension ni ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho for 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 na 21st clinic wo mo ye sciatica expert.
Introducing Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink, a whole new refreshment in a can. Mixer 5G is a tasty non-alcoholic drink. It is a perfect companion for all your events, including parties, weddings, and funerals. It is made with green tea, ginseng, guarana, grapes, and grapefruit. Get refreshed with Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink. For bulk purchases, contact 0246 270 221. This advert is FDA approved.
Prakasa ya duabon waso a ne dwumadi wo nipedua biara pomden ene na brabo mu ne hia yi pa enye prakasa nko nuaba ne ahaban bi tise kwunsusu a abonwono ne dia akeka ho no kura enwanunu ahodo a ekwa animu yi ankasa prakasa ne sa nuaba yi binom ne akeka bobudi afa abefo kwan so a ye de ya prakasa powder siesi nipedua na abo akwa ahodo no ho ban afrimpani yade ne yade ahodo pi ho fa enkodate de ma baako freduane anopa ne anwumre anafa enkodate de ma baako woni nsuhie yeti anopa ne anwumre wobra wodidi awie ubenya prakasa powder to Kingswalk Herbal ne Heroes Herbal Accra Okechi Drug Lane Dani Herbal Kumasi Mensa Takrade Mose Pharmacy ne Greenlight Pharmacy Sunwane Cash and Carry Supermarket Asantwa Herbal ne Bibidro Depot Techiman Sewa Herbal Mampong etufo mfre 0550 19 15-14 Prakasa powder aduane san yedru FD ahwehwe sankratu mu agiatum
Hey sewa me hu acho me na no me bisa ekra so kwa brochu
Kwaku afeina me beko me nkrata krani
eni me ma connection man for den kofo sika aduane ne wanya otedidi musa no
Oh Express Group Adarumenti akwento ayefo opese otu kwan kosua dia Express Group do be call mind to say Canada, US, Australia, UK, and Germany. Say a tour and say visiting so Express Group do be call Dubai, Canada, US, Australia, and Germany. Mo amupese motu kwan koye adwumanso obetimi de wako Dubai, Qatar, and South Korea. If you also want to take international tests like SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, they can help you pass easily. They can also help you secure a good job in the UK. You should make sure Akwa Kumasi Asafo Labor roundabout Hwa Accra and so Omo Carnation First Light Tema Omo Community 18 Lashebi Girl Filling Station. From Omo Ahomacho for ISO 055 555 0067 and 0249 000448.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda former son yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi bi ben fie bi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
Minyi ni se wato ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ani Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture
akom ni nkyeremu
ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu etumi a woyefunu ekeka wa wogire wo ho a enye ulcer etumi ema woye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a kope Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu eto a ko Okanshi Drug Lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takrade Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatan ya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age adwadie nkrato yi atom
Sompa TV Emma Aketiapa.
Abzanfo esa so mama kwa babi oba Sompa television yewia prem tobre ekasiye eso sa wotienka obroni afumantab na mu a Sompa 98.9 FM no asoguso a wuti awie sa wopono Easter techima ne nkransa kentampo Sompa 90.7 FM so wasoguso awutie ye wie na asanteba ntam ne nkwado nyina so no Sompa 93.1 FM ekuta mu a ge kase ne sent no afitikutia na ne ho agi afiesie mu yento ansam no so mfama mo na yenko ensam fufurum ye de mo ekọ ahafo ntotoro so yatese mrante bi akọ gold ewo Newmont emia bomutuo ekumwo ya yenua Ebenezer owusu ansa na wodi asem yechi ye ne nkodi enkomo eben ma ha afisiapa
afin ko beto boama
oho ye
ya me adu boama
asa wo kasa wutiri mu kakra
kodio
kakra oho beto wate na boys no Newmont womo neba ne say no mutimi bowura Newmont a empese womo kwakofo mu gold no makwakọ bo mo kro no asem na sehwehwe aso kakra kire mu
medase na le abo ma se de Newmont adwuma etie no esitie no wo bia ni ho obetimi awura Newmont mu na wakwakọfa bibidi afiri ho na mante enwotwi ayo madwe se abo na Newmont apai ede agu abonti mu no and no so no mobile call for contest or me as so good ni be a wabon team ho. Eti a bona wo mapai de gu ho and then man tell gina so a wo mu people good ni be na say na good adwuma say ACT no sa abuba no munya de be gu abonti ho na man tell fa akire e ko FIFA so say be wo musu betimi anya be na fa so mobile be susu wo kra na ya na good ni be akamunti e basa na no ma fa sa abo no no mo asa baba be fa e de abakuruma baba be yam no matimi yi sika na frem e do na police fo wo mu ebo pempe e wo sa eho no enso so antiase ama mrante na wo mu susu se mrante no afom akwakodi babia ni montadwuma yiku no eye adwuma e no de ka ho bi ma wo mu tutu mrante ne tu se kepe ya o betimi atonwiram ne komadwane akọ e no na nam so ma etu na wo mu tutu ye no akoka mrante ne miensa ma o mato na nanom mo se do e na enso so wo mu ka ho susu no o ma prepare mu ode a wo mu edo mu akwakogu ayansa e no na ka ho bi ma e na
mo now say womo esesa abo ne begu abonten na mranche ne kofofa so asen ko menya gold kakra na ewi ase no aposifo sane tuo na asojafo no a ebi ko ka mranche ne miensa mo mu wuye na edi esibiem
sapa pepe na la boma sanse so hwe ni motadwuma yiku na akasa na e wo bibia de wo betime ra ni motadwuma no so bu kwakwakofa gold ana so kwakwafa bibi sanse so wo ye express sem tuni ana say security personnel kura na person room a say due details need well ye the room and sama ya ma kwase bra entrance we premises wona akasa no it go abuba we ni de abuba ni motadwuma yiku no yi de ba be go abontima je so mu de twa wo mu friends wo mu adwuma adwuma no ado ni nyira wo mu de twa ho no ebe de ya na mrantie no
ebentobo eye aboa Newmont fo no asesa ede afi omo site omo concession ne so ede abegu abonten ana
sa pepe na abo ma
enti
na wo ma asesa de abegu concession aro a kese wo mu ebi wo kura na wo mutimi pai ede ye
kwari ne hwan ne bi no na say ne we anya bone nye se bi omo kwakwa ade no mo ba betu egu abonte na ja om so mo ba betena ho abobọ no kakra nya kwanse kakra kwakwa didi we de ayekro no
sapa pepe because wo mu no kofa so a ya na wo mu di be ku abonte sa na ya na go di sa wo sa agbo ni mu enti manche no hu ne say so wo su kofa so sa na wo mu su benye sika ye de ato aduane ana so benye sika firi sa ho no mu enti wo mu ya no mu ye wo mu ko but also Newmont to Nankasa, more internal security na external security. It's external security for the both for the Azoja Pona, who ever hold by him.
No, correct.
No, and I'm so Musu Edu Buju, Koto say, and Rancheri Jasona, let us say, Musani a 2 year day, Edu Ranch and Suma to Siamokate, Sato and Anamu, Gentleman, night prior, and one the other say, Yas and Kutoka, and near Yasas and Ranchers, as you want to say. Any partner
no cre omunuanom ye kunkum omo sa
aha wo kunkum omo sa na ahomete semba kokora ni wo se abrante ba
they just throw the Debe Potty, no bet my ya, Posy for most of what my day, I took to the Abu Musa, and I won't move to answer Henry, Musi, a quite biblia, and Totosu Kuru, and the Ria Crano, and they have a fire, and we are metal crano. Nanano, Atranco, almost Totosu Kuru, Atrasia, almost Kuria and Trophy Sebu, if a quiet new one to you may go a day, I wish you be more fast walk.
Baba se kro no mu adwo kakra efri enu akikiri na ehya se no ade echi ene da di mu adwo kakra mebo a
no kra na wo ye kan kra na se ye se mu adwo kra no wo kwa na bojabum na ba be from ba ko bi wo kwa bojabum na ba be from ba ko bi na so no nananu enam se nananu so bu ba be ye sentrofo ise bu no tiro wo mo so twa meburu na twa pampe se nananu ba be twa bi ba fa wo dia na die
yo eba ndi eche infra to bia na ebesa so aba won che da se pa ikuti ebese for a professional concern ya otonkra edifri hafo ne mpotembo no munyina edebre yikumase ena yekofa no ebeneza usu wansa na manebo eno no yedi echire infra to bia yemfa nka me mo
abusoyo to so na ya tesenhemudie be baba koso awa sante mantem kopo kumase wei ayenhemudie ya anono ade nkwaje sonko ababra de hia ewo kumase ni nyina no ye nana adwumadie ya archbishop agena sorry wode ababa hyehyeso na ka obi amapanyipa ya wono ababa hwe amasenhemudie ne wudwumadie nyina tumi awiemudie Bishop Raymond akwa wone nsemtrofo adi ho nkomo akyerkyerem sane ye ho hyehye no wankasa esiti
90 countries we are someone it is Samri e America ko asoma se open break kwase anu e gidi se e beye America se na ko kasa bitu na esi e masa it's part of crusade ye beye medical outreach ye the doctor for be eba ye the nurses be eba in pharmacists and the no be about obi one yare your power hospital ya prescribe the drug but continue to obi one must can only put the air so the so yare ya ni nyina ka ho ya de a ya ba be na oba ho no so a obi ndu sika obi nka se professor na or health insurance card brands and baby we ya de a Archbishop Ajibisari any assessment to see ya ba be e dia boa obi be bia ohia ayarisa nti se wo yare no e ya dia doctor for no so hwa doctor for be wo se ade so yesusu mu yare so e no so ko betu ni e de sima ma ye hwe se de o karo afi bia ye hyase a nyankopon e wo ne timu pon e de ma ne ba obonsam so e hyehye ne nyoma oba be ye ni tia nyankopon ba now mi nyina mu na me di hire se yesu frɛ